As Russia continues to strike Ukrainian communities near Kherson and Odessa, President Vladimir Putin's shown little public sign of supporting a ceasefire to halt hostilities after more than 3 years of war.
You're in no position to dictate.
Relations between the United States and Ukraine have become heated and fraught in recent weeks, forcing a reckoning among Kiev's allies elsewhere.
Not in a very good position.
Following that awkward encounter just a couple of weeks ago involving the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and US leader Donald Trump, it's the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer here in Downing Street who sought to take a central role in moving forward negotiations between Ukraine and Russia over a possible ceasefire. Earlier this month, he hosted fellow leaders from across Europe and Canada, and today, online, he gathered together an even larger group.
Can I just start by thanking you all for making time for this important meeting this morning?
Together with French President Emmanuel Macron, Starmer's promising to put British troops on the ground in Ukraine to police any potential ceasefire. But for that to become a possibility, the UK's leader says this so-called coalition of the willing must use renewed economic measures to push President Putin to negotiate.
We agreed we will keep increasing the pressure on Russia, keep the military aid flowing to Ukraine, and keep tightening the restrictions on Russia's economy to weaken Putin's war machine and bring him to the table.
Slava Ukraini.
President Zelensky on Friday said he's on board with American proposals for a 30-day ceasefire.
Now, on the table is the American proposal of unconditional silence in the sky, at sea, and on the front. Ukraine accepts this proposal.
President Trump, whose envoy went to Moscow this week, sounded hopeful Russia would sign up too.
I'm getting, from the standpoint about a ceasefire and ultimately a deal, some pretty good vibes coming out of Russia.
For the first time recently, President Putin visited his forces fighting to push Ukrainian troops out of Russian territory in Kursk. With battlefield momentum seemingly in his favor, the Russian leader may feel far less pressure to pause his punishing attacks on Ukraine. Willem, Marx, Al Jazeera, London.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.